Hey Mark, don't worry. I don't want to do this either, but
It's pretty scary.
are you scared?
Maybe.
Don't be. This is named the highest, the biggest, and the longest roller coaster in the world. I mean, why should you be scared?
You had to remind me of that, didn't you?
We're in the first row, so we can see out as we go down the 100-foot drop that's, if I might say, very steep. Stop! What? Are you scared of heights? Well, no turning back now. It's starting.
Oh my gosh!
Oh god.
This is really cool! Oh wow!
Whoa, whoa.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Whoa!
This is it!
Wow.
You ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
This is it! Yeah! Wasn't that amazing?
I'm going to throw up.
Be achieved through investigations such as MRI scans, X-rays, and blood tests. It may also be achieved through the patient being able to present and describe their symptoms accurately. Sickness and injury usually fall into one of two categories, depending on the treatment that is required. The two categories are medical and surgical. The diagnosis and therefore the treatment can be very different for the two categories. The treatment of a sickness or feeling unwell usually depends on the patient being able to accurately describe their symptoms, as well as a combination of other investigations such as blood tests, scans, and the body's reaction to medicines. Injuries are usually easily identifiable to both the patient and the doctor making the diagnosis. This is because an injury usually presents with visible signs such as cut or laceration or burn mark or broken bone. These types of injuries usually require surgical intervention or treatment.
Let's start with symptoms. Symptom means what's the matter? What's wrong with you? What health problem do you have? This is what the doctor is possibly going to ask you when you visit them. Number 1, aches, pains, hurts. Could be injury or illness. There are many types of aches and pains. They can be sharp or dull, constant or intermittent. They are an unpleasant sensation in a part of the body. Number 2, allergies. An inflammatory immune response to a substance. Allergies. Number 3, a cold. A viral infection of your nose and throat. A cold. Number 4, chills. Feelings of coldness accompanied by shivering. Chills. Number 5, cough. Cough. An irritation of the lungs and airway. Number 6, cramps. Cramps. A sudden involuntary muscle contraction. Cramps. Number 7, constipation. Constipation. Inability to empty your bowels. Number 8, diarrhea. Diarrhea. A sudden and involuntary need to empty your bowels. Number 9, dizzy. Dizzy. A sensation of feeling unsteady or unbalanced. Dizzy. Number 10, dry eyes. Dry eyes. Sore or painful eyes when you blink. Dry eyes. Number 11, faint. Faint. The feeling that you will lose consciousness. Faint. Number 12, fever. Fever or high temperature. High temperature. A temporary increase in body temperature. Fever or high temperature. 13, flu. Flu. A viral respiratory condition where severe cold symptoms and body aches. Flu. 14, itchy. Itchy. An irritable skin sensation. Itchy. Number 15, nausea. Nausea. The feeling of needing to be sick. Nausea. 16, rash. Rash. Red and itchy raised areas on the skin, usually arising from a reaction. Rash. 17, runny nose. Runny nose. Excess nasal mucus discharge. Runny nose. 18, stiff shoulders. Stiff shoulders. Could be injury or illness when your shoulders and back feel tight. Stiff shoulders. Number 19, sneeze. Sneeze. An involuntary and sudden expulsion of air from the lungs via the nose and mouth. Sneeze. Ash! Oops. I need some tissue. Sneeze. 20. Sore throat. Sore throat. Sore throat. A painful sensation when we try to swallow. Sore throat. 21. Stuffy nose. Stuffy nose or congested. A painful inability to clear nasal mucus. Stuffy nose or congested. 22. Swell. Swell could be injury or illness, a buildup of fluid around a body part. Swell. 23. Vomit. Vomit or throw up, being sick, the ejection of stomach contents through the mouth. Vomit or throw up. Bleeding. Bleeding, the loss of blood either externally from a wound or internally from an organ in your body. Bleeding. 25. Burn. Burn, the skin reaction caused by contact with an intense heat source, causing pain, swelling, and obstruction of skin cells. Burn. 26. Bruise. Bruise, a painful collection of blood under the skin, usually caused by an impact. Bruise. 27. Cut. Cut, a break in the skin caused by a foreign object, causing bleeding. Cut. 28. Sprain. Sprain, an injury to a muscle or ligament, usually causing pain and swelling of a joint. Sprain. The most common ways to ask about someone's health are, how do you feel? Or how do you feel today? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Is everything okay? Is everything okay? They will most likely respond, I'm fine. I feel sick. I feel sick. Not so good. Not so good. Not very well. Not very well. Or I don't feel well. I don't feel well. I'm sick. I'm sick. When you see or hear that they are not well, then you can ask, what's the matter? What's the matter? Or, what's wrong? What's wrong? If the person wants to say what's wrong, they may give the reason they feel that way. I have plus health condition. I've got plus health condition. Examples. I have a headache. I have a headache. I've got a sore throat. I've got a sore throat. and might. May and might are modal verbs. They can normally be interchanged without a significant difference in meaning. However, might often implies a smaller chance of something happening when expressing possibility. Number 1. To express possibility. There is a chance that something is true or that there is a possibility of something happening. Might is used more frequently than may in spoken English. It might rain later. It is possible that it will rain. I might go to the movies tonight, though I'm not sure. Number 2. To give permission. To give permission. You may leave the table once you have finished your meal. You may leave the table once you have finished your meal. If you have finished the exam, you may leave the room. If you have finished the exam, you may leave the room. A not can be used to not give permission or to prohibit someone from doing something. You may not park your car in front of the gate. You may not park your car in front of the gate. You may not take more than one brochure. You may not take more than one brochure. Number 3. To ask for permission. To ask for permission. Take note, can is used more frequently than may in spoken English, though may sounds more polite. May I borrow your pen? May I borrow your pen? May I use your bathroom, please? May I use your bathroom, please? Note, might could also be used to request permission, but it sounds very old and is not common. Number 4. May. To talk about typical occurrences. May is used in academic or scientific language to refer to things that typically happen in certain situations. Adults may find it difficult to sleep if they use technology before going to bed. Adults may find it difficult to sleep if they use technology before going to bed. These tablets may produce serious side effects if not taken in the correct dosage. These tablets may produce serious side effects if not taken in the correct dosage. Number 5. Speculate about past actions. May plus have plus past participle. She's late. I think she may have missed her plane. She's late. I think she may have missed her plane. It may have already been broken before you bought it. It may have already been broken before you bought it. Finally, to express wishes. To express wishes. May the new year bring you love and happiness. May the new year bring you love and happiness. May all your wishes come true. May all your wishes come true. gadgets have become indispensable in our everyday lives, making it almost impossible to imagine life without them. In a fast-paced world, gadgets help to simplify and speed up processes such as bank transactions, communication, and business meetings. How well do you know your gadgets? Put your skills to the test in our fun picture quiz. Can you name these pixelated objects?
You will be given 5 seconds to guess what that gadget is. Ready?
Number 1. Which wearable tech gadget is this? Number 2. Which tech objects are stacked together here? Number 3. Which handheld device is this? Number 4. Which old school gaming console is this? Number 5. Does this gadget make coffee or take pictures? Number 6. Can you name this gadget? Number 7. Do you know which gaming console this is? Number 8. What Sony gadget could this possibly be? Number 9. Can you identify this gadget? Number 10. Which smartphone is this? Number 1. Which wearable tech gadget is this? Yes, you saw right through that one. It's Google Glass. It's Google Glass. Number 2. Which tech objects are stacked together here? Yes, you're on the right wavelength. Those are indeed Marshall amps or amplifiers stacked together. Number 3. Which handheld device is this? Hello Moto. Yes, that's correct. One of the most popular flip phones from back in the day. Number 4. Which old school gaming console is this? Yes, how could you not notice PlayStation's distinctive gray design and controller on the side? Number 5. Does this gadget make coffee or take pictures? Yes, that's right, it's a camera. The Polaroid Land Camera Model 95 to be precise. Number 6. Can you name this gadget? Yes, this was Nokia's attempt at gaming on your mobile, but it didn't quite work out. Number 7. Do you know which gaming console this is? Yes, it is the Sega Mega Drive. Remember the days of Sonic? Number 8. What Sony gadget could this possibly be? Yes, this is the Walkman WM2, which was Sony's best-selling model. Number 9. Can you identify this gadget? You recognized that distinctive rainbow stripe, didn't you? 10. Which smartphone is this? Well spotted, you got the right phone.
Hey, Corona! What are you doing here? You don't belong here!
Hello everyone, this is Mark Viernes. How are you doing?
Today's lesson, all about school.
I wanted to find out how people interpret their feelings towards school. I interviewed some people and asked them, what does school mean to you? Watch the video to find out their responses.
Good morning everyone, my name is Martin Fitzgerald. I work for UPI. I've taught many different levels, many different grades, and Mark Viernes has asked me about basically what I think of school. I think it's a very good tool academically, and especially for chatting to people. I know it's working from home at the moment or studying from home, so it's certainly a little bit different, but things will be back to normal when people meet physically. I think there's a lot of very interesting subjects in school, and without doubt these will benefit students in the near future for whatever chosen career paths they have. God bless you everybody, and stay safe.
So school offered me opportunity, knowledge, and relationships.
Hello, my name is Hasbi Momin. I am 10 years old. I come from Bangkok. What does school mean to me? I think the school means to me, like if I go to school, I will have a lot of friends. If I go to school, I will have a teacher to tell me. And if I go to school, I will have a smile. Thank you.
How much do you know about schools around the world? Here are some interesting facts about schools from around the world. Look at them with a new perspective.
The primary school in Phra Sangtang, Tibet, is thought to be the highest school in the world. The King's School in Canterbury, England is the world's oldest school. A school in the Philippines is made entirely of recycled pop bottles. It took about 9,000 bottles and dozens of volunteers to build the structure. The largest school in the world in terms of number of students is the City Montessori School in Lucknow, India. Back in 2014, there was an elementary school in Turin, Italy that only had one teacher and one student, giving it the reputation of being the smallest school in the world.
Listen to the song and answer the question, what's your favorite school subject?
I'm really good at writing, I'm good at science too, I'm very good at math. How about you? How about you? How about you? How about you? I love art and social studies. studies. I like music and PE too, but English is my favorite subject. How about you? How about you? How about you? How about you?
Here are some examples of school activities. Do homework. Finish a project. Study for a test. Turn in an assignment. Enjoy a field trip. Give a presentation. What is your favorite school activity? Did you finish your homework?
I finished it, but I think my cat ate it.
How did that happen?
I forgot to feed her and she was hungry, so she ate all of my homework.
Your cat must have been very hungry.
Do you know one of the most challenging things your teacher can do at school?
Surprise quiz!
Hey, Corona, what are you doing here? You don't belong here.
Hello everyone, this is Mark Viernes. How are you doing?
Today's lesson, all about school.
In recent years, there have been more and more Chinese students going to study abroad in Western countries. Finland has one of the best educational systems in the world, so many Chinese students choose to study there for some of their studies. This can be a huge cultural shock for a Chinese student. Because of this, China has chosen to make changes to its own educational system by making it very similar to that of Finland. This has helped to make it easier for the Chinese students to live and study in Finland, as they have a better understanding of what is expected of them. It helps China to make its standards of education better, which is better for skilled workers. It also helps Finland as it makes more money from receiving more Chinese students.
I've spotted Mr. Duncan, an English YouTuber, on live and asked him a question. Do you think homework makes students learn better? And this is what he had to say when answering my question.
Hello Mark K. Viernes, nice to see you here. I think homework can be very useful. It gives you a little bit of discipline. So that's the word I was looking for, discipline. It allows the student to become disciplined a little bit more in the way they do things. So if you can spend the day at school learning and then you go home and you do some more homework, you do a little bit of extra work at home, I think that's very useful. I think it's a useful thing. Yes, I think homework has more than one purpose. I think it is a very good way of getting the students to become disciplined in themselves, because they are doing something extra. They are doing something maybe in their home environment, which might seem very strange at first. But I think it is a very good way of giving the students a sense of discipline, self-discipline.
How do you spend your time? Do you manage your time wisely?
Let me give you some tips how to manage time wisely. Don't get distracted. Watch TV only as a treat after doing homework. Find a quiet room to work in so that you are more productive. Which activities do you spend the most time doing? Are they the activities you think are important? Why or why not?
Here are some useful expressions for the language function of giving advice.
I think. I really think you need to. Must, should. How about? It is usually a good idea too. My suggestion. My advice is to. Why don't you? You could try. You probably or definitely, really should. I strongly suggest.
When we give advice, there are ways we can show how important we feel our advice is to another person. We do this by adding words such as really and strongly. For example, if one of our friends had an accident and we thought they were hurt, we would say, I really think you should see a doctor. Or, I strongly suggest you go to hospital.
World Health Organization expert gives advice on the virus through comic strips.